Windham in second. Does he have to drive on the inside, and he gets it right back. Chad Reed comes back. Who's going to triple out of this? Both of them.
And Windham's got the inside, but look at that. He gave him way. That was a good move there. He didn't want another 10-point penalty, and he could have knocked him all the way into the ocean right there if he'd have wanted to.
So Kevin Windham playing it smart this time, cannot afford a dock penalty on aggressive riding. Now the mission becomes, does Chad Reed say, you know what, I was playing with you the whole time, I'm laying out. I don't think so, because Kevin Windham is not letting him get away. An amazing race tonight in San Diego, California with just 6 laps to go. It's the 250 main. Chad Reed now is your leader. Kevin Windham hot on him with that 450 just working overtime. And that is your race right now. It's Reed and Windham doing battle. We'll be back for the conclusion right after this short break. Back in San Diego, California, your leader now is Chad Reed. Kevin Windham dealing with some lap traffic right there, so he has actually fallen back just a little bit. And here's where Chad Reed is absolutely deadly. Do not let him get away, and Kevin Windham is going to do everything he can on board that big 4-stroke to reel him back in and hopefully look for position to make a pass. We are coming down to the final few laps in this, the 250 main, and it has been a good one.
You know, that cut and run style you were talking about, that was Jeremy-esque. McGrath had the amazing ability to do that. You know, Carmichael's never really dominated a race. Ricky just wins by as much as he has to, but Chad Reed, man, he just got one good lap there. Got a lapper between he and Windham, and he took off. That was it.
So Chad Reed has a bit of a lead. Kevin Windham sits in second. David Villeman is in third very comfortably. Then it's Michael Byrne, and Huffman sits in fifth. Mike LaRocco has slid back to 6th place, and Grant Langston now sits in 7th.
I'll tell you what, if Villeman had been with those guys a little longer at the beginning, if he'd been able to stay with them, we might have had a 3-way battle tonight, but David let him get away. And, you know, when 2 guys are working together like that, battling each other, learning each other's lines, it's hard to reel them in.
Well, I talked to his coach, David Bailey. He said, if this guy's in the top 4 with just a few laps to go, look out. I think the scenario, though, is not what David was thinking, where he would be right there. He is so far back right now in 3rd place, comfortably, but Michael Byrne sits in 4th place having his problems. He is not even close to David Villeman, so they've really spread out. 1 and 2 are kind of having their own little race right now with Chad Reed out in front and Windham sitting in second, and Windham is now starting to fall off the pace just a little bit of Chad Reed.
You see Michael Byrne having his best outing so far on the Kawasaki. He's moved up into 4th place. He's got LaRocco coming up behind him, but Mike Byrne had a good battle going there earlier with Damon Huffman, but Huffman had a spill, and now Byrne, pretty good control, 4th position. He's not going to catch Villeman, but he's got to stay ahead of this guy right here, Mike LaRocco.
Mike LaRocco changing trends in his suspension, this week, talking to his father. He felt like this might be the week for Mike, and you know, picture of consistency is Mike LaRocco. He's got to get that hole shot down, and I think he can do some serious damage to the top of the field. But LaRocco's still looking for that hole shot. He sits comfortably in 5th.
Man, he's been looking for it, Todd, for 14 years. It's been a long time, and it's a shame, too. That guy would have so many more wins if he'd have just started half as much further up in the field as he does.
No question. Such a talented rider.
He's got some staying power. I'll give Mike LaRocco that.
This is it, your final lap. Chad Reed on the white flag, and he has got about an 80-yard lead right now on Kevin Windham. Cut and run, and that's what the Australian has done. He's got time for a whip and then some.
I'll tell you what, that was almost too much of a whip.
Jim Perry is probably freaking out right there.
Yeah. Chad Reed just put in a really great ride. He outsmarted and outboxed Kevin Windham. He got Windham to show him his best stuff. He figured out where he could pass him a few times. Oh! And a rider goes down right in front of Windham. Thought that was Kevin Windham, but Chad Reed just rode a strategically perfect race tonight. You see him checking his bike out. He went through a lot with the shoulder, with the transmission, but there he is. He's going to win again.
Your winner in the 250 main event, Chad Reed, picks up a victory. But a hard-fought second goes to Kevin Windham, and I think both those guys should be happy with the performance tonight. I know Windham won't be happy with second, but what a show. If you happen to tape this show or watch it, you just saw textbook racing. Look and learn. Racing still is on. Michael Byrne comes through. LaRocco comes through. Burton will get fourth. LaRocco will get fifth. Give credit to David Villeman. He goes on to the podium. What an impressive performance, though, for Chad Reed. We talked about the shoulder. He had the bike that seized up. Both those guys should take a victory lap, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Everyone, San Diego tonight, again, they saw an instant classic. What a good duel that was. Clean racing, too.
The best in the business is Chad Reed right now. What a performance. When we come back to San Diego, California, we'll talk with that man and recap the evening that was after this. Conclusion of the 250 main event, and what a main event it was. A tremendous performance by all. Right now, let's send it down to Robbie Floyd.
David, you finished third, but man, you had a little problem early on. Tell me about it.
I got a great start. I was third behind Kevin and Chad, and you know, we got like in a corner all three together. We made a mistake, and I could not jump the rhythm, and Hoffman passed me, and it took me like 4 or 5 laps to pass him, and after that, like those two guys were kind of gone, and after that, they did not jump the triple, and I came around, and the light were off, and I jumped it because it was okay for me to jump, so I got a little time on it, but. You know, it was a good race. I'm happy with the team. I'm happy Chad won, and you know, see you next week.
All right, thank you, Robbie. Congratulations to David Villeman as we take a look at our Honda 250 main event results. It is Chad Reed, followed by Kevin Windham, David Villeman, Michael Byrne, and Mike LaRocco, your top 5. What a great performance by all these racers, all the way down the board. Nick Wade finishing in 7th, a great job for him. Damon Huffman in 8th. And Eric Vallejo, well done to him. Right now, let's send it back down to Robbie Floyd, who's with our 2nd place finisher in Kevin Windham.
Well, K-Dub, I don't think I've seen a race like that in a long time. It looked like you were evenly matched, but that one lap rider cost you a little bit. Was that the key factor?
Yeah, right before this trip we were running inside, and I kind of lost my drive, and you know, he didn't go for it either. I didn't really know what was going to happen, and at that point I just decided to back out, and that was pretty costly. But Chad rode great, and you know, it was really fun there the first, I guess, maybe 14, 15 laps. I don't know how long I stayed in front of him, but it was really a good ride, and felt great to put on a good show for the fans. And my 450 is working great. I can't wait to get up there to the front.
You had a great ride, and congratulations on 2nd.
Thanks a lot.
Well done, Kevin Windham, on giving us a great performance. It's the road to Las Vegas, the official destination of Supercross, as we take a look at all our points. First up, the THQ AMA Supercross Series points. Chad Reed atop the board, looking very good. But as we flip the page over to the THQ World Supercross GP, things are moving quite a bit. Tyler Evans is still in the hunt, but look at Huffman making moves. Grant Langston is up there. It's going to be a great race all the way down to the finish. Speaking of great finishes, let's go down to Robbie Floyd, who is with number 22, Chad Reed.
Well, Chad, you take the win here in San Diego. That had to be a fun race. You and K-Dub were going at it back and forth.
Definitely, you know, it was a lot of fun just to go that many laps, you know, battling, and the crowd loved it. And last weekend we had a close race as well. So, you know, definitely the sport's taking a turn. You know, the first 2 races were runaways, and lately it's just been awesome. So, you know, I want to give a shout out to my team for getting my bike out there, you know, getting the good whole shot. All the guys at Parts Unlimited, Bridgestone, everybody did an awesome job. I want to thank them.
You had no breaks at the end.
Yeah, you know, we definitely had our fair share of problems this weekend, but, you know, it's awesome to come away with the win. You know, I've never actually gone to the semi and actually won the main event, so I'm pumped to get that out of the way. You know, not winning a heat race, but still coming back and winning the main.
Well, you did it tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.